Hello friends, good morning. I am Dr. Bharat Patel. Welcome all of you to my YouTube channel. Today I will discuss monkeypox. So this monkeypox is a viral zoonotic disease with symptoms like that of smallpox. It is a viral zoonotic disease with symptoms like that of smallpox but with less clinical severity. The first monkeypox was discovered in 1958 in colonies of monkeys kept for research, hence the name monkeypox. The first human case of monkeypox was identified in the Democratic Republic of Congo in a 9-year-old boy in 1970. And this monkeypox has been declared as public health emergency of international concern by World Health Organization on 23rd July 2022. And this monkeypox is reported as endemic in several Central and Western African countries. Coming to the epidemiology, the causative agent is a monkeypox virus. It is enveloped double-stranded DNA virus. Genus Orthopox virus and belongs to the family Poxviridae. Then the host, the natural reservoir is yet to unknown. However, certain rodents like rope squirrel, Gambian pouched rats, dormice, and non-human primates are known to be the naturally susceptible to infection of monkeypox. The incubation period is usually 6 to 13 days but can range from 5 to 21 days. So the maximum incubation period is 21 days. The period of communicability, it is 1 to 2 days before the onset of rash until the scab falls off or get subsided. Then coming to the mode of transmission, there may be either human to human transmission or there may be animal to human transmission. In human to human transmission, mostly it is through large respiratory droplets. Also, it may be transmitted through direct contact with the body fluids of lesion material of the infected humans. Also through indirect contacts by contaminated cloth or linen of infected patients. Also, the transmission of between sexual partners due to intimate contact is evolving now. Then the next is animal to human transmission. Mostly it is transmitted through the bite or scratch by infected animal. Then coming to the case definition of suspected case. A person of any age having history of travel to affected countries within last 21 days, presenting with unexplained acute rash, one or more of the following signs and symptoms. So, a person of any age having history of travel to affected countries within last 21 days, presenting with an unexplained acute rash and one or more of the following signs and symptoms like swollen lymph nodes, fever, headache, body ache, and profound weakness. Then coming to the case definition of the probable case. So probable case, here the definition is a person meeting the case definition of the suspected case and clinically compatible illness, and it must have an epidemiological link. What is epidemiological link? That is face-to-face exposure, including healthcare workers without appropriate PPE, direct physical contact with skin or skin lesions, including sexual contact or contact with contaminated materials such as clothing, bedding, or utensils suggestive of a strong epidemiological link. Then coming to the case definition of the confirmed case. The confirmed case is a case which is laboratory confirmed, for monkeypox virus by molecular methods like PCR and or gene sequencing. Then coming to the clinical features. This monkeypox is usually a self-limiting disease. It is a self-limiting disease and symptoms last about 2 to 4 weeks. Severe cases occur more commonly among children and are related to the extent of virus exposure, patient health status, and nature of the complication. The extent to which asymptomatic infection occurs is unknown. The case fatality rate ranges from 0 to 21% among general population, but it is higher among the young children. In recent times, the case fatality rate is around 3 to 6%. Then coming to the signs and symptoms, like prodromes is around from the 0 days to 5 days and presents with fever, lymphadenopathy, headache, muscle ache, exhaustion, chills and or sweats, sore throats and coughs. So these are the prodromal symptoms and it occurs from day 0 to up to 5 days. Then coming to the next important presentation, that is skin involvement or rash. It usually begins with 1 to 3 days of the fever onset, lasting for around 2 to 4 weeks. The rashes are deep-seated, well circumscribed and often develop umbilication. Lesions are often described as painful until the healing phase when they become itchy in the crust stage. So the lesions are often painful until the lesion gets itchy in the crusted stage. Then the stages of rash. First lesion on the tongue and mouth is enanthems. After that, macules starting from face spreading to arms, legs, palms and soles. That is the distribution of spreading is centrifugal and it occurs within 24 hours. The rash goes through various stages like macular, papular, vesicular and pustular phase. The classic lesion is vesico-pustular. Involvement of area or face in 98% cases, palms and soles in 95% cases, oral mucous membrane 70% cases, and the genitalia 28% cases, conjunctiva 20% cases. By third day, lesion progress to papules. By fourth to fifth day, the lesion becomes vesicles. That is, raised and fluid filled are called vesicles. By sixth to seventh day, lesions become pustular, sharply raised, filled with opaque fluid, firm and deep-seated. It may umbilicate or become confluent. By the end of second week, they dry up and crust. The scabs remain for a week before falling off. The lesion seals up with hyperpigmented atrophic scar or hypopigmented atrophic scar, patchy alopecia, hypertrophic skin scarring, contracture, deformity of facial muscles following healing of ulcerated facial lesions. A notable predilection for palm and soles is characteristics of monkeypox. These are the pictures of various stages of rashes of monkeypox. This is the stage 1 macules. This is stage 2 papules. This is stage 3 vesicles. This is stage 4 pustules. And this is stage 5 scabs. Then coming to the differential diagnosis of monkeypox. So the differential diagnosis of monkeypox are as varicella or chickenpox, disseminated herpes zoster, disseminated herpes simplex, measles, syncytial, secondary syphilis, hand, foot and mouth disease, infectious mononucleosis, molluscum contagiosum. So before diagnosing monkeypox, these diseases should be ruled out. Then coming to the complication, there may be secondary infection, there may be pneumonia, sepsis and encephalitis. Also, there may be corneal involvement, and this corneal involvement may lead to loss of vision. Then coming to the important diagnosis part or lab diagnosis part. So before collecting specimens, PP should be donned. It should include gowns, N95 mask, face shield, safety goggles and double pair of gloves. And donning and doffing of PPE should be carefully performed as per standard procedure. Then coming to the specimen collections. So the specimen of choice in RAS phase is lesion rope with scalpel or plastic scraper collected in a plain tube. Lesions fluid filled with intradermal syringe. Lesion based scrapings with sterile polyester swab collected in a plain tube. Lesion crushed in a plain tube. And this specimen from lesion should be collected from multiple sites. Other specimens are nasopharyngeal swab or oropharyngeal swab in dry plain tube without any bacterial medium or PTM. Blood collected in SSGT about 4 to 5 ml. Blood collected in EDTA about 2 to 3 ml. And the urine in sterile urine container. And a clear lesion image should be sent along with case record form, preferably on the email ID mentioned. Also during the recovery phase, we collected two types of sample like blood collected in SSGT about 4 to 5 ml and urine in sterile urine container about 3 to 5 ml. Next, the lab diagnosis of MPX is mainly done by the molecular methods either through PCR or real-time PCR. When it comes positive, it is laboratory confirmed as monkeypox. When it is negative, the monkeypox is ruled out. Coming to the management of monkeypox. So the monkeypox management is purely or primarily supportive, and the principle of management is isolate the patient. All of you know clearly about isolation, as all of you have faced the pandemic of COVID-19. Then protection of compromised skin and mucous membrane, rehydration therapy and nutritional support, symptomatic treatment or symptom alleviation, then monitoring and treatment of complication. This finishes the monkeypox. Thank you all for the patience sharing. If you feel this video is helpful and informative, kindly like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you again.